Привет! Выпуск номер какой-то там, и я его буду проводить сегодня на английском языке. Hopefully you may enjoy it. So, I've been on a sick leave for a while, like for 1 week, and I also have been trying to make some kind of decrease of my expenditures, because after the new year it was actually a pretty hard situation with money, especially when you think about how many presents we have to purchase to everyone. Not to mention that those were, I don't know, some kind of extremely rich presents. To be honest, it wasn't even close like that. Yet I found myself in a situation when I have like zero savings after the new year. So I will feel actually like I have to redo everything from zero, from a scratch. That's the first thing. And second thing is that treating depression stuff. So I have to do it constantly from now on. But the idea of trying to make rational financial decisions doesn't sound as scary as it sounded for many years for now. So I found myself on somewhere on the low middle place, if we consider the fact that I'm 26 years old. So in my age, most people, I don't know, maybe 50% of them don't have that much of great savings. That's the first thing. And second thing, some people who actually manage to have there are some people who actually manage to have several kids and to get married, to take a loan, to take mortgage, and they're now currently actually paying for it. So in case you take a mortgage now, you have a better interest rate, you have better opportunities, you will definitely have the opportunity to, I don't know, have a bigger income. So that means that you will cut the amount of years to pay for your mortgage. So I just counted how much do I spend. It's a really hard topic for me because I don't like spending money. I don't like on the other hand not spending money. So just count it out. I try to remain with my lunches within 100 ruble per lunch, and it appeared to be very challenging because I have to eat like super cheap stuff, like, I don't know, ready meals, eat at McDonald's, and so I put up some weight. Additionally to that. So that was kind of hard because 100 ruble is $2 per meal. Well, honestly speaking, I don't know how many dollars per meal do you spend, but apparently it's something quite quite tough. On the other hand, most people tend to cook by themselves, so they do decrease their expenditure to the amount less than $2 per meal. So my extreme goal is to make it to 100 rubles per meal. So meaning that it will be not only good for health food, but also it has to be made by myself. It's a challenge for this year, yay! Like, make it without any sacrifices, and make it without having this huge amount of pressure that you are so poor, you have to like stop eating and so etc, because it's really challenging. I love eating and I cannot cope with this huge with this pressure. Like, I don't know. Well, I'm weak, but I'm trying. So the second thing is, which I wanted to share. So this is the first thing about having cut my expenses for lunches for like 100 rubles or $2. So also I figured out, once again decided to check my revenues. So in case I receive $1,000 per month, well, like clearly $1,000 per month, to get enough, to get the sum enough for buying a house, for example, not a house but apartment. In case it is not a big apartment, and it will cost around 4 million rubles, or $750,000. I'm pretty sure that I will be able to find an apartment somewhere near Moscow, like in Moscow region, for at least two rooms, newly built apartment. For such a sum, but it will to get the necessary money, so I will need to save my entire income for 5 years, so without spending even a single ruble for anything else. In case I will be spending like half of my income, half of it saving, I will need 10 years. So just addressing to all those people who are watching or not watching or just struggling like me, I was wondering how you cope with this, because I know at least 2 people of my age, of even my circle, that not only did they manage to actually start a mortgage, because you need to have some exact sum of money to present to bank to start a mortgage, and to prove that you are worth it, you can check in the internet. But they actually feel successfully paying it. Yes, they don't eat much. I cannot process the idea of not eating much, but this is only because I am stupid and irresponsible and childish, but that's okay. So they don't eat almost anything, so they're very, very thin. Yet they don't feel very unhappy about it, because they have their own house. Now, yes, they do pay for bank for their house, but still they have some kind of a place where they can live at, where they can, I don't know, give birth to their children, or feel like it's their house. So, and I am like, in case you have to show the level of it, so this is the level of where you can have your house. So I am somewhere here, so somewhere there. Oh, I cannot even picture that on the camera. So this is actually has been the point for many years for me, for my long-standing concern about my future. I was only wondering if this year I could make some kind of good saving. So I don't plan on going on any vacation. I don't plan on spending my bonus, which will come in the summer. I don't plan on to show bad results in my work, so it means that I will definitely have my income monthly. So how can I do that? Now I pay at least, so it's 23,000 rubles per month for apartment rent. But it is not my apartment. It is not even mortgage payments. These are only the thing that allows me to live here, and it accounts around 400 bucks. 400 bucks out of 1,000 I pay for my rent. So just take into consideration this is within Moscow and within subway station. I thought that maybe I should move to somewhere to the region and decrease at least by half my payments for the rent. That's the first thing. And second thing, choose the position where I can go directly to the office, because I think that 50% of those people who work in Moscow, they actually move from Moscow region to Moscow and then back every day. I tried this option, but I cannot take it because it is too harsh for me. It's too cold, it's too dark, you have to wake up in the 5:30. I don't have appetite at 5:30. You come to the office too early, you're already tired, and you're sweating like hell. And every day you see lots of people who are just ranging in these long rows. So apart from the fact that it's really uncomfortable, like okay, I'll try myself on through that. I actually stopped wanting to live like that. So like I think, no, I should stop it. So perhaps one of the points to cope with this is just to prepare myself for this kind of I don't know, migration from region to back to city, because in this case it will allow me to decrease the cost, like I don't know, 4 times I think, because in this case it will cost me around 5,000 rubles only to just go. So that means that makes my target to get to this 4 million rubles much closer. Yet it is really theoretical. I have no idea how to train myself to this less comfortable conditions when you have to like go huge distances. But that's okay. That's just, I'm pretty sure that life will make me. Anyways, today's episode wasn't very how should I put it? Wasn't very good maybe for you, but I hope you maybe thought also about your future, and I will be happy if you shared your I don't know, your opinions in the comment, because just to be sure that we are speaking about the same things. I am lucky to have a job actually, and I am lucky to have income, because most people are like spending much less, much less, and they receive much less than me. So I do not want anybody to hold grudges or something, but what I do want is just I don't know, some kind of tip for training yourself. How do you train yourself? How do you discipline yourself? This is what I wanted. I don't know. This is something which I really, which is my like challenge number one of my life. So in case I will overcome this challenge, I will overcome anything. Many thanks, and see ya. Bye bye.